guys. Question for Derek.
They missed that long field goal. They set you up at the 47. You hadn't scored a touchdown the entire game. You got that huddle. Was there any doubt you were going down the field?
You know me, never any doubt. That's the NFL. You know, every game you can't go out there and score 30. You know, score 21 points and call it a day. Some days it's tough, especially against that defense. Statistically, they're one of the top defenses in the NFL. Everyone looks at records and things like that. I mean, they just turn the film on. They haven't allowed anything. And so we were fighting. We were moving the ball well. Could have finished in the red zone better, obviously. But when it doesn't matter what happens in the NFL, when you have a chance to win the football game, there's no doubt in my mind we're going to win.
How would you describe the last 6 weeks? Is it frustrating? Is that a fair word? Or what would you use?
I think it's frustrating just because I'm older. I think some of the young guys are happy, that it's trending upward. But I think as I'm a 6-year guy, it's like this isn't good enough. You know what I mean? It's weird. Us older guys, me, Rodney, Taylor, LaMarcus. We're kind of like. Yeah, it's trending the right way, and we're excited about that, which is good for the organization. But at the same time, it's not good enough, And so we're kind of stuck in that weird place, But we just keep plugging. I will say that I am very proud of our team for being very resilient. We did some things that, let's just be real, no one thought we were going to do, and that part of it feels good. But I think you guys know me well enough by now. You don't finish with a win at the end of the season. Last game of the year in February, it really doesn't matter.
If Harris doesn't get his hand on that ball, is that a 2-point conversion?
Oh, 100%. Coach called the play, made the read. Hunter ran a perfect route, was wide open, and I went to throw it, and Harris moves and gets his hand on it. And I don't watch the D lineman when I drop back. I'm sure someone will blame me for that one, but you got to give Shelby credit for making that play. That it's just tough in that situation. Especially like you get this feeling inside when it opens up and you're like, we have it. This is the win, and for the ball to get batted down, it breaks your heart.
Even as a rookie, Renfro said, no matter how great Vegas is, no matter how great the stadium is, if the wins don't improve, then that's kind of secondary. Can you look ahead now to Vegas or what that's going to be?
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked in our building about a lot of things. We've talked about what that looks like and the future and things like that, and with the coaching staff, the front office, all that kind of stuff. And we all agree, and I think that's why Hunter said it, is we're all on the same page that when we go to Vegas, like, if we don't win more, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what stadium we play in. We won 12 games in that stadium that we're moving out of, you know what I'm saying? And so if the wins don't prove it, really doesn't matter. So I think our players and our coaches, the core guys that we have leading our football team, do a really good job of not caring about what's going on around us. I think we can all agree that there was a lot that went on around us, even from the beginning, and we just kind of kept our head down and plugged away. It didn't end how we wanted it to, but I promise you this organization is in great hands.
What do you see on this team that makes you believe that it's ready to make the next step and become a consistent playoff team?
I watch our guys through adversity, and I watch our guys through the process. Hard to get a grown man come to the NFL and change their habits. That's why you see guys take chances on people sometimes, and why didn't that work out? There's more to those stories that no one will tell, right? Just out of respect. But with this group, I have seen it didn't matter if we won, it didn't matter if we lost. Nobody cared. Hunter catches a touchdown today. Perfect example. He catches a touchdown, and he gets up. And he's like, "I'm so sorry. I should have caught that ball earlier." Like it's like, bro, you just caught a touchdown. Don't worry about it. We're good. And it's that mindset is what's going to help us be great. If I'm going to be honest, we're going to continue to work hard. We're going to continue to grind. But there's no doubt that since Coach Gruden got here, we've changed the culture of this thing, how he wants it to be. We've changed the rooms how he wants it to be, and we're trending this way. That's obvious. However people want to look at it, positive or negative, they can find ways to do either. But trust me, in our building, we know where we're headed.
There was an angle on Alex run where it kind of looked like he got the ball.
I'm sorry.
Alex run, it looked like there was a couple angles that showed that it looked like he might have gotten it over.
Yeah, that was definite touchdown. But I'm not saying against what the refs, like to me, that's definite touchdown. They made the call that it wasn't. Again, I'm not calling them out at all. I'm keep my money right here. But to me, I thought it was definite. Obviously, I'm biased, right? I'm a Raider. I'm sure the Bronco hat man doesn't think so.
He was in there and he said that it's on him to make that a no doubt about it. Is that what
See,
you're talking about?
It's exactly what I'm saying. That everyone thinks that way. They, especially this young group of guys, they don't care about the situation. It's like, no, I got to do more. Hunter, like I told you, he caught a touchdown and was like, man, I shouldn't have, dropped that ball. Like they're only concerned with how can they help the team, And when you have 53 guys plus the practice squad and the coaches that think that same way, I've been around this thing long enough. I'll say this: I've been around this thing long enough where I've seen people give in. I've seen people quit. I've seen it over and over again. I'll never call them out. I never will. But this team doesn't do that. These guys on this team, we don't do that.
Having said that, does it seem like you're not that far away as a team?
We don't feel like we are, to be honest. We were able to beat and play well against some really good teams. Now, we're not there yet. That's for certain. We're definitely not there yet, but we are close. And for me, only being 28 years old, that's really exciting. Because I think this is the first time, if I'm being honest, in my career, where I can sit there and look at the future and be like, we can really be good for 8-10 years. Like that's really exciting to me.
Did you or did the sideline hear about the Titans score going final, and if so, what was the reaction to it?
I'm always honest. I don't know if the sideline got the word, but I looked up and saw the score. I was actually looking up to find the timeouts and the time and all that kind of stuff, and sure enough, they put it in big bold letters. The score of that game, and I immediately just forgot it because I'm a Raider and I just want to play for the Raiders and win that game. You know what I'm saying? I can't worry about the Titans. I can't worry about all that. I got to just do my job.
When Hunter has a game like he had today and then plays so well, does it make you think those couple weeks that he missed and what could have been?
Yeah, it's easy to do that. Obviously people see our connection, that I have with him, with Waller, Tyrell, all those guys, And, when you miss them, when they're hurt, people don't know what these guys have played through and played with. Like some of the injuries, I'll say this, that some of these guys have had, I can think of 3 people off the top of my head that they went on IR, but these guys kept playing, And I think that's really impressive. And so if he was there, will it have made a difference? I don't know, I don't know. But there's no doubt that there's a chemistry and something being built there.
Have you seen 2 more guys with a tight end that can take the ball a 3-yard pass and take it 75 yards?
Isn't that awesome to be able to throw, to scheme a screen, the way Coach did, and for it to go for 75? That's a pretty fun way to play quarterback, if I'm being honest. It's going to take plays like that in the future, for us to be great.
Last one. Two times in a row, you were hit by knees, and there was no roughing the passer call. What does that do to you down there?
Oh, man. I like to keep my money in my pocket, like I said. I got a call against the Jaguars, which was awesome, and I appreciate that very much. But now I got some time to rest and heal up.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you all.
Once you